Hello, yes, good morning, everybody. I hope you can hear my voice and also see my screen clearly. Today, I want us to look at our charts from the daily point of view. Let's see what we expect to be happening. So, the first chart I'm going to look at is GBP USD. On this chart, we are actually looking for a sell position. The current move which you're seeing to the upper side is the daily chart. The current move which you are having, this massive move to the upper side, we don't expect it to close above this point here. So you can see that the same place was used previously. We had a support here. This is a good support. We had a support here. We had a support here. There is this candle which opened here and closed below the same place. So anytime you see a good level like the one we have here, then a candle opens above that level and closes below that level, or it opens below that level and closes above that level, then that means that's a clear level. It means that the level, at least it requires some strength for us to close below it. So we do have a support. There is this break. The price came back. Currently the price is staggering around the same place. So this here is actually a good place to look for a sell. So if you want to trade this symbol as you're speaking now, you are supposed to pick a sell position. Let's sell it. You're supposed to sell it where the price is now. Is a good place to look for a sell from. Have your stop loss above this point. Have your stop loss above this level here, and then have your take profit here. So technically you want to sell it within this range where the price is now. Have your stop loss above this point here, and then you have your take profit at this level here. So another thing which points us to a sell is that when you look at it, we have a trend line here. We do have a trend line which was used here as a resistance. It was used as a resistance. It was used as a resistance here, which means that if the price can close beyond 1.36197, that is this line here, then we'll expect a continuation upwards up to this level here, where we'll look for a sell position. So this basically will be the correct place to look for a sell from. If you are on this chart as we're speaking now, then this right here will be the correct place to look for a sell from. Does this make sense? So if you wait for price to break beyond 1.36197, then we'll expect it to continue upwards at least up to this point here, where we'll be looking for a sell position up to 1.36197. Should the price close below the same place from the trend line which you have at the top, then this will mean we are now continuing downwards at least up to this point here, 1.34208. The next symbol which I want us to look at, the US dollar, Japanese yen. So on this chart, technically we are in an active uptrend. You can see what happened yesterday. We had a bullish continuation candle. This is what this candle means. If you check the weekly chart, we are actually approaching a very significant resistance level, which is at this point here. So technically, if the price comes back to the upper side and touches this line 114.266, 113.942, if the price touches this line but does not clearly break beyond it, then this remains to be a good place to look for a sell from. So this will be an ideal place where I want to look for a sell from. We are expecting that sell to push us down at least up to this level here, 111.998 or 111.681. So basically this should be the correct place to look for a sell from, up to 111.981. The other level is this one here. So should the price break above 114.266, then this will mean we're now continuing upwards at least up to 117.811. The next symbol is Euro USD. So with this chart here, this is a sell. We are in an active downtrend. So it's not an outright sell as I'm saying it. What I actually mean is that if the price can pull back up to somewhere around this level as it did yesterday, then this is supposed to be a good place to look for a sell from. So technically we are sellers. If the price comes back up to around 1.16369 today, that's if the price can pull back up to somewhere within this range, the upper line and the lower one, then this will be a good place to look for a sell from, with your take profit at 1.13674. Our stop loss is fixed above this level here, so we'll sell it when the price gets there. Our stop loss is here, our take profits at this point 1.13674. The next chart which I'd like us to look at, I want us to look at gold. So with gold so far, if you're following exactly whatever we have been saying so far, gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. We just bounced off from a very significant supportive trend line. So we have a support here, 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 and we have a support here. On the upper side we have this. So we have a resistance, we have a resistance. If the price can come back down and touch this level here, then this should give us the correct place to look for a buy from, at least up to this trend line here. So technically we would like to see price pull back down up to this point here, so that we pick a buy position from that area, at least up to the line which we have at the top. So basically this will be the ideal place to look for a buy from, at least up to this level here. The next chart is SP500. So with the SP500, I expect buyers to come in strongly. So the price is around the previous week's opening price. You can see that it's actually below the previous day's opening price, which means this is a good place to be looking for a buy from. If you can buy it as you're speaking now, or it will buy this too. If you buy it, sorry, so just ensure you don't make the same mistake which I've just made now. Instead of looking for a buy, I've actually just sold it, but at a smaller volume. So I'm going to buy it instead of a sell. We buy it, and then you drag your stop loss below the lowest low we have so far. So this is I'll keep my stop loss here, and then I want to leave my take profit to float, so because I still expect price to continue upwards. So I have a stop loss, my take profit is currently left to float. So that's my opinion on the SP500. The next symbol is the Brent oil. So with the Brent oil so far, we are looking at the possibility that the price may continue to the upper side. We basically just want to see some pullback, some clean pullback to the lower side. So you remember what we said when we started the week, we were actually expecting price to pull back up to this point before eventually continuing to the upper side. So that has not happened just yet. You can see that the price has continued to the upper side and is currently touching this resistance level 83.870. So this here may be a good place to look for a sell from. You may want to sell it here. Expect that sell to push price down at least up to 76.535. So basically this is a good place to look for a sell from. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's session. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. So thank you. See you.